Did you guys know that most Americans think that Africans are very poor? Like poor, poor, poor. Like we live in hut houses. Oh, they must start sleeping. It's like they think that we live in hot houses in the forest with wild animals. Are you guys okay? Are you guys serious? I made a video few days ago talking about African admiration for Black Americans, how we always wanted to copy Black Americans and their style, their way of life, their outfits, their hairstyles, their baggy pants, whatever. Most of the things you guys do here, we copy them back home. Like we're literally obsessed with you guys. Growing up, and even till today, Black American culture has a huge impact in Africa. And then in the comment section, some Americans were like, the only thing they can remember about Africa are kids in charity commercials begging for money. Some said they know for a fact that they live in forest. Some said they know for a fact that Africans are very poor. Another one said they saw an article with a skyscraper in Africa, but they still cannot believe there's a skyscraper in Africa. Excuse me? Are you okay? Africans are not that poor. We don't have mortgage payments. We build our houses from scratch. We own all our houses by ourselves. We don't have car notes. We buy it. All the cars you have in America, we have it back home. All. Even the cyber trucks, all. If you guys have it in America, no, it's going to, before the next week, it's going to reach Africa. People are going to buy it in numbers. It doesn't matter how fancy the car is, how expensive, they're going to buy it like water. All the nice houses we have them in Africa. What are you guys talking about? All the Beverly Hills, Hidden Hills, Calabar, we have them in Africa, and even more. Even the ordinary people, the normal people doing ordinary jobs. They live in normal, nice houses with good toilets, with good kitchens. And they are okay. Who told you guys Africans are very poor? The only problem, most Africans have never even seen a monkey. Most Africans have never seen a lion, an elephant, even an ordinary deer. Most Africans have never seen a deer, like live. You only see them when you go to the zoo and pay money. You don't have those things in Africa like that. You guys should stop exaggerating. Africa is not that poor. Africa is the bread basket of the world. Bread basket of the world. Africa has everything except good governance. Africa is the champion of bad governance. Most of our leaders are highly corrupt, selfish, and greed. In Africa, most leaders make sure that before leaving power, they enrich their families for life for the next 100 million years. Their families will never go broke. Some will dig the ground and put dollars inside. Like they'll dig graves of money in their backyards. And they'll bury money inside in plastics. Yes. The major problem, mismanagement of public funds, embezzlement of public funds. When they give money to leaders to construct a particular road or school or a hospital that is going to benefit the locals, they take this money and put it in their private coffers. They fly their children abroad in private jets. Their kids go to the best universities in the world. For example, Cameroonian president, her daughter used to go to the University of Avine, and she used to take a taxi one way to school. In this case, it was a limo. $400 to go to school one way, $400 to come back from school every day when she's going to school. And that was the daughter of an African president, Cameroonian president. Our president has been in power for almost 50 years. Almost. That's the problem of Africa. We don't have democracy. We cannot talk. Africans are scared to talk about the government because of the brutality of the government and the way they kill, the way they misuse power. Africans cannot talk about, if you want to talk, they're going to put you in jail. Like what I'm saying right now about our president, President Paul Biya. He's a mess, and I don't care. We all know that's the truth. Why should you be president for more than 40 years? And then people are suffering. Yeah, not like there's not enough resources to feed the people or to give to the people. But they are embezzling these funds. They come to America, to Europe, to other countries. They build hotels, fancy hotels. You will never believe the amount of money African presidents have abroad. You don't want to see their shares in these big companies. Africa is not poor. Africa has problem of bad governance. But our president, I heard, allegedly, his son want to take over. And if that's the case, it's going to happen. They won't say anything. Because they know how to silence us. They bring all the big arms, the ammunition, the guns, the bombs. You want to talk, they're gonna, like a particular group of people want to talk, they're going to throw a bomb and kill everyone. Yeah, that's Africa. For example, where I come from in Africa, in Cameroon, the southern Cameroon. Go to the internet and see what the government is doing to southern Cameroonians, killing them like chicken. Yeah, that's why most of us are here. And yeah, you can't even be a youth. You can't. They're going to kill. Like the fact that you speak English, they don't want to hear. And just like that, they just kill you like that. Misuse of power. They kill you, they cover it, and the world doesn't know. Africa is not poor, please. Africa is not poor. Africa has it all. All the gold, the diamonds, everything. Don't try it. And Cameroon, from my country, for example, is called Africa in miniature. Everything in Africa, we are in the center of Africa. Center west as well. Everything you have in Africa, you have it in Cameroon. Everything, every mineral, everything. There's nothing in Africa that you can't find in Cameroon. It's the only country with every resources in Africa, at the center of Africa. We have it all. We are okay. We have good houses, but we can do better. You know what I mean? In Africa, we don't have medical debt. You go to the hospital, they treat you. You must pay before you leave. Sometimes you must pay before they attend to you. We don't have student loans. Most Africans who come here to study are not eligible for student loans. They bring a lot of money from Africa. Some of them come with $50,000 and more. Do you think it's easy to get a student visa to America? Are you serious? Do you know how much it costs? Let's not talk about the flights. Let's talk about the schools. Those who come here without scholarship. Do you know how many Africans come to America annually without scholarship to study? They pay good money to come here. Africans are not that poor. Africa has a problem with bad governance. And I hope and pray one day we're going to put an end to that bad governance. Get your passport, travel, go to Africa. Go see the motherland. We don't have democracy. They cover our mouths in Africa, our own African people, brothers. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like Africa. Because there's no demo. You can talk. You can talk. You can't, like I said, what I'm saying right now here, very few Cameroonians have the audacity to voice what I just said. Very few. But I don't care. Whatever. If they want to kill me tomorrow, I die. What happened? I'm not the first person to die. Yeah. That's Africa. For Africa is not poor, please. Get your passport and go visit the motherland. Okay? We have it all there. All. There are people there, even in the bad economy, they still have billions in their pockets. They don't even record this money. They hide them in the ground. They make banks in their houses. Raw cash. Much money. In Africa, they have money. But bad government.